Good morning. I almost called y'all Facebook, and that's crazy because I haven't done a Facebook Live in a hot minute. Anyways, let there be snow light. This is what the snow apocalypse is looking like here in St. Louis. We're here on Monday. I think this is the first day it's stopped snowing since Friday. I have a solid 10 inches in my backyard still. So I'm gonna probably have a bouncy screen here just for a minute. It's Monday, guys. It's Monday. Uh, Sitting down, enjoying my space. Lots of new things have happened. Before we get into that, because the title of this video, I have taken some serious time to really think about what I want to talk about so that I could try to get it in one take. Oh, my cat jumped on my couch cushion, which splashed coffee on him. It's not like boiling hot or nothing, but it scared him, so then he jumped again, splashed it again, and halfway landed on the coffee table. Dumb kitty. So, here's the thing. I do not care. I'm devastated for the coffee loss. That's a devastation. I will mourn. But, before we get into what I want to talk about for this video, let me take this opportunity to introduce myself for anybody who's new. Excuse me. Hello, my name is Sarah Taylor. I am a wife, mother, and business owner, and this is how I manage it all. I like to do my videos live and fresh in the moment so that it's real time, not YouTube time. You get what I'm saying? So, anyways, thanks for hanging out with me. If this is your first time joining me, go ahead, hit like and subscribe. Sit with this video. If you decide at the end of the video this isn't your style of viewing, because some people really don't like live, I get it. You can move on about your day. If you like my videos and you're here to hang out with me, maybe have some coffee with me as well, grab a cup, grab a blanket, cozy on up. It's gonna be fun. So, excuse me. This is what I've got. So, the title of this video is The Changes I Want to Make in 2019. There are several changes that husband and I want to make. One being, we would love to aggressively tackle our debt. And because I did the cash envelope system and I kept track of all of my budgets, because I have budgets I keep track of, and husband has budgets he keeps track of, I was able to set a reasonable goal for this month. And where I'm currently at with this is the easiest one I can talk about is our food budget slash house budget. Okay, now they have a shared budget of $500. So what normally happens is I'll spend $25 to $35 a week on food and non-food items, and then I'll have $100 or less on like $90 to $100 on food. Okay, so when we got back from our little Arkansas mini family vacation, Christmas part two, as I like to say, I had to restock the pantry because we were gone for over a week. So we ate down the pantry so we didn't have to come back to a bunch of spoiled food. You get the spiel. So that first week I spent $149 on food. That's kind of a lot. It's $25 more than what I would normally spend. Actually, it's $40 more than what I would normally spend real life because my budget used to be $400 a month. But looking at the receipts from last year and the totals, we were spending more than $500. And it was so great that I could bring this data to the table with my husband and say, hey, we're spending more than we thought. And he's like, how? I give you cash and we only spend the cash. So we document how much cash is coming out, so we should know what we're spending, right? Wrong. Because there were several months where emergencies happened. Like a power outage went out, we had to go and buy extra things for that. Or when people get sick, buy extra medicine for that. Things like car repairs, You know, we had a whole situation with our car uh, on the last day of our vacation, all the way in Alabama. So that was oh, that was expensive because that dug into a lot of things, and it took us like a month to recover from that. But you get my point. There were months where we were spending more, so it was so nice to say we need to get a handle on this, and I have proof. So I raised our budget from 400 to 500 to help accommodate for those extras. Now I still try to shop like I try to shop with thinking I only have $100 to spend, but at the same time, that doesn't work out for me. Because what I've also learned with these receipts is that we save more when we buy in bulk, and we spend more when it's an item that I could buy in bulk, but it's cheaper not to. Do you know what I'm saying? That might be contradictory. Let me explain. The easiest item I can explain that with is toilet paper and dishwasher packs, or pull ups, because I have a 2-year old. It's always cheaper to buy the boxes of those items. Even even though they're saying they want $4 for 26 packs of dishwasher thingies, you're like, all right, so for $4 I can get most of the month covered. Well, standing on the edge, face. That was rude. Uh, that's if I run the dishwasher once a day. Well, that's not realistic. I normally run it twice. Because we made the conscious decision to not waste money on things like paper plates and flatware and paper cups and stuff like that. So we're reusing our dishes constantly. And while I could stand at the sink and wash them, which I try to do, I try to not overwhelm my dishwasher constantly, uh, it's not realistic. It's just not. You know, you kind of have to spend money in other places. And then you decide, well, am I wasting money by running the dishwasher more? And should I just buy the paper plates? Or maybe the bigger solution is to buy more of what I use. So, I'm making the conscious decision just to buy more of what I use. There was a few different techniques I've learned from last year that I'll be applying this year, from I'm gonna say seasoned YouTube moms, because that's what they are. They're women who have uh, been mothers longer than I have, so they're seasoned, they're talented, they're experienced. Just saying. Especially the ones that had like 6 kids under 6. Which would be incredible and painful all at the same time. But it does happen. Um, oh, Cupcake, quit messing with that. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, so the cat's doing this with the claws because I have this special blanket. Oh, I love you too, but ow. Anyways, um, so that's what I've learned. Um, I've tried the only buying what you need, and that doesn't work for everything. That works great for spices. It's cheaper to do that with spices. It's not cheaper to do that with pull-ups. Mm-mm. So, I encourage everybody who's really trying to save some money, I encourage you to watch these women from YouTube, because I do what they're doing, and if I do it a little different, I tell you. But take a look at Jordan Page from funcheaperfree.com. She has a YouTube channel. Take a look at Jamarelle Stewart. She had a channel called Large Family Table, but I think she changed it to Jamarelle Stewart. She is a mom of 8. The woman is a superhero. I love her. Uh, Family Fudge does good stuff. They're more about like lunch packing, which I'm getting ready to dive into that because that's something I just have not mastered for my husband, even though they're all kids' lunches. How's that gonna work out? But anyways, another lady I love to watch is Marriage and Motherhood. Her name is Gia. She's incredible. She is a real life mom. She is a working mom. She has 2 girls. And she talks about what it's like to manage her work life, her marriage life, and her mom life. And if you don't know who Kimmy Hughes is by now. Where have you been? She has a channel called Cheese in Her Apron. Check her out. They're awesome. If you want to get into freezer cooking, all of these ladies, uh, I think Marriage and Motherhood does freezer cooking, but if not, she's got meal prep videos, which falls under the same category. So they are so encouraging, so inspiring, and I've learned so much from them since I became a mom. And I really, really, really love the techniques they show. Now, two other ladies, there's a channel called Do It on a Dime. She's like, I think Dollar Tree's biggest fan. I think she's Dollar Tree's biggest fan. And she shows you how to make your home decor and your life organizationally and more visually appealing on the cheapest budget there is. Sometimes you don't have to spend it to make it happen. You just shop your house. Um, Another lady I like to watch, she has taught me so much about budgeting. And by the way, my top two favorite budget ladies are Gia from Marriage and Motherhood. She has a whole thing she does on Fridays called Debt Free Friday. Debt Free Fridays are my jam. I'm so glad she brought those back. I look forward to Fridays again. Thank you, Gia. Um, I also really encourage you to watch um, Pennies into Pearls. She has taught me so much on how to grocery shop for the month in one trip. Her grocery shopping technique of doing an estimated spend sheet and applying your coupons uh, has really helped me stay under budget my last 5 shopping trips, every one of them. So I can tell you, I'm really touching my face a lot here. I'm sorry. Um, I can tell you that these women know what they're talking about. Jordan Page from FunCheaperFree.com. Oh my God, I admire her so so much. She recently just had another baby. I think they have 6 kids now, 5 or 6. Um, she does all these things about how they paid off debt. She's like, we really did have a whole lot of debt one year and we figured out how to pay it off. She talks about meal prepping and shopping on a budget. And she just did one of my favorite ones, which I'm really glad she showed, was like how they do their morning routine with all their kids and getting them out the door. Because while I only have a 2-year old, sometimes I have a 9-year old and a 2-year old because I'm a stepmom. So I don't always have 2 kids here, but sometimes I do. And learning to find that balance is really hard for me because they both need 2 different kinds of needs. So seeing other moms and how they do their stuff, I can try different techniques. And I'm here to tell you, her snack system, I'm envious because she has like a whole snack kids central with the 2 refrigerator door drawer thingies. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, check it out. It's great. Her rules of if it's in a wrapper, they can't have it. Oh, that's my goal to get there because I don't, it's not the right season to have a bunch of fruit right now. And fruit's really expensive in St. Louis. The only fruit I really can afford is frozen and bananas. Ugh. Um, so in the summer, that's what we're going to. That is what I'm switching to. If it's in a wrapper, you can't have it. Um, so the the rules with cereal. I have applied her rule with breakfast, which was try to serve a hot breakfast because it sticks with them longer. It's really true. I have seen a huge difference. I've seen a huge difference in my grocery budget. We don't go through nearly as much milk. If the kids had nothing but cereal, if husband had nothing but cereal for breakfast, I'd be going through 4 gallons a week. I currently go through 2, but that's okay. I expect us to go through 3 a week when we're a family of 4, but that's okay. If they had nothing but cereal, we'd go through 4 gallons a week right now. So it's just nice. It's so nice, and it gets me back in my kitchen. It gets me excited about cooking and preparing something for my family. And my son is a huge fan of oatmeal. Huge fan. You know how cheap oatmeal is? I'm just saying. These changes that I tried last year are ones I'm making permanent this year. Um, Give me one second here. I gotta turn his movie back on. Okay, Google, restart the movie.
I also need to know which device to use. Try saying that again and include the device's name.
Okay, Google, restart the living room TV. I bet you it turns on the wrong TV. Yep. Okay, Google, play Wreck-It Ralph.
Sure, Wreck-It Ralph
There we
from
go.
Google Play Movies and TV.
Uh-oh.
Playing
I have a
on living
candle
room
going.
TV.
Jax discovered my candle. But that's where I'm at, so I just restarted his show. Other changes we're making permanent. Um, your movie's on? Stop staring at the candle. Stop it. Fire bad. Yeah, fire bad. Come on. Jack. Jack. Hmm. Go watch Wreck-It. Yeah. Hot. Don't touch. Hot. Hot. Let's see if I can get him. Hot. See my little Christmas pile of stuff that has to go downstairs and my 3 baskets of laundry that I gotta fold? Yup. Mom life. I'm honest with you guys. It's mom life. I'm serious. Stop. 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 Alright, there he goes. This leads me to get. Are you getting your drink? You getting his cup? This leads me to my next point of what we're going to do this year in terms of change. So, Jackson is 2. We're trying to give him some more responsibility and opportunities to learn and develop a sense of self independence and then not be all over me all day. Um, we're trying to get him ready for his bedroom to change. We're getting ready to put him in a twin size bed, move his bedroom to one of the playrooms. So they'll go from having 2 playrooms to 1, because he's getting to that age where he doesn't need that big space, and I need that big space because husband and I are trying to have another baby. Um, and I need that room for a nursery space because there are things that when you have babies, you don't use everything all at once, but you need a place to store them, and I'm tired of storing them downstairs. So I want to make that like baby room central. And that way when I keep the door shut, it makes sense because right now he's got toys in there. Does he go? Yeah, he's gone. When he's got toys in there, he doesn't get to play with them. So we're doing that. So we moved like a 32-inch monitor into the front playroom. And he's playing with his toys more because he wants to be in there. He has also started watching less and less TV. If anybody watches this, and well, for people who watch me regularly, you know that I almost always have a movie going on in the background because 1, I don't like silence, I need background noise. 2, it keeps him from going behind whatever I'm doing and taking it apart. So, in a small way, I admit that sometimes the television babysits my son. However, he's been having to do it less and less. We use that as a way for like when I'm doing something where I absolutely need him to not be coming in and constantly all over me, like right now, because this is mommy's time right now. I'm developing my own personal time. So, short story long, he's loving his playroom space. He's playing with all of his new toys. They're not just sitting there like I was afraid was going to happen. They're not getting thrown around or destroyed. It's working wonderfully. So we have a designated kid zone. I got really tired of my living room being kid zone. Really tired. He'd climb in my laundry baskets as I was folding them. He'd knock all the clothes off. He would climb shelves. He would pull cords. Like this is adult area. You know what I'm saying? Like I needed him to be in his kid zone, and it's zero struggle to get him to go to his space because now he knows he has a designated play space. He doesn't even bring toys into the living room anymore. So I'm not constantly picking up the same thing 5 times a day anymore. So I feel like I have more space. I feel like I have more energy. But I'm not going to lie to you. For 2 days, I have been mourning some time because he does have to learn how to entertain himself and be okay with being by himself. Um, but it makes me sad that he doesn't need me that much anymore. But that's life, so I have to work through that. But at the same time, this is so much better. Like I don't have to even worry about where he is. I know where he is. So there's that. Um, Real quick, touching on a topic I have not talked about. For family, I don't believe anybody from my family watches this channel. I really don't. Because I use other forms of social media to communicate. And I guess I'm old fashioned. I call them up when I want to talk to them. But maybe I have friends that watch this. I made an announcement on Facebook that I was pregnant. At the time when I made the announcement, it was like Thanksgiving week. It was like 4 or 5 weeks. I was like 5 weeks along. A week later, I miscarried. So I had a miscarriage at 6 weeks, and we really took our time with telling people. Um, we didn't want to be super public about it because part of us was trying to figure out how to process this. Um, and we wanted to tell our daughter before she found out on like social media. So we really had to wait till after Christmas. Um, After I get off of this video, I have to make the formal announcement on Facebook because people, and I hate saying that I have to do that, but I'm still having people come up and asking me about my pregnancy. I'm having people ask me when I'm due. Is it a boy or girl? Oh, are you so excited to be pregnant? And I'm like, this is what I was afraid of. You know, I didn't want people to be caught in that moment where they feel terrible for wishing me well because for reasons that we don't have 100% answers on. When I say me, I mean the world. I don't know why I miscarried. It just didn't happen. The pregnancy just didn't stay, and it was my first miscarriage. But we're not giving up. Uh, we actually can start trying again next month. Because your body's supposed to have at least 2 full cycles before you start trying. That's not TMI. That's information I think everybody should have, so that you don't hurt yourself. You know. Um, but that's where we are with that. But that is a change we want to make. We want to grow our family. We would like more children. Um, so another change we want to make is we want Jackson to be potty trained before he's 3. We want him to do 2 and 4 word sentences before he's 3. He has hit all of his other milestones except language. He does talk, he does say words, he will talk your face off in baby gibberish. We try to get him to say other things, and he'll go, no. So he really just doesn't want to. He doesn't want to change what works for him. He would rather hand me his cup than say cup, um, which is fine. I think part of that trouble is that he's an only kid most of the time. There's nobody else around that's his age. Um, so he talks to us more than anybody. So if you find something that works, do you like changing it? No. Well, this works for him, so why would he want to change it, you know? So, the fact that he hit everything else almost all at once, I feel like that's why this last one is going to take him the longest, and that's okay. I will be here to document and learn as we go. Um, so that those are some more changes that we're wanting to make. I'm making changes to my laundry routine so I'm not overwhelmed with laundry. I am also making conscious decisions to stop buying, well, not that I buy clothes ever, but look at what makes me happy and brings me joy rather than buying what only fits or what I can afford. Um, because I'm here to tell you, my wardrobe is a hot mess. There are holes in lots of my clothes because I wear them down to nothing. They're covered in stains because I have a 2-year old. 2-year olds are gross. They use me as tissues. They use moms as tissues. Um, for the longest time, I had a washing machine that had that center agitator, so that was really rough on my clothes. Uh, I just, I just don't buy for me anymore. So I'm wanting to make sure I buy things that I like and buy a quality because I'm tired of having it for like 2 or 3 washes and then suddenly all the color's gone, you know? So there's that. Excuse me. And um husband's the same way. He's like, my shoes, they're in bad shape. My shoes are too. Um I have I have maybe 6 pairs of socks that match. Everything else doesn't match. So I'm just tired of not taking care of my appearance. I've gotten back into not this morning, but I've gotten back into getting myself ready for the day, wearing makeup. Uh, Everybody's doing this glow up challenge where it's like 2009 and 2019. Okay, well, my 2009 pictures, I was a junior in high school. I'm gonna look drastically different. I'm not doing this glow up challenge. I'm just not. I don't like what I look like right now. Sorry, my social media is blurring. Erp. So also I was supposed to get a haircut this weekend, and then snowocalypse happened all at once. Winter came all in one weekend, guys. All in one weekend. And I'm trying to get all of this red cut out. You know, I've got tons of it to be done. And I just don't feel like I look right now, you know? I look tired all the time. All the time. And I'm just not for it, you know? Uh I know I look different. I had a baby. I got married. I worked overnight at like 3 different jobs for years. That takes a toll on your face. It just does. Um, I need new glasses. These are at least 7, 8 years old. You know, I have some like personal updates to do, and I don't need to post pictures on Facebook because everybody else in the world is doing it. Um, I just don't. So and again, I think it's not a fair comparison to compare a high school picture versus a picture in my 20s. I just don't. You know, I just don't. Um so there's that. That's my rant on those. Um so I let's see, what have I got here? What else have I got? Husband and I have decided to not buy this home. We're just going to continue renting it till we pay off some debt and then save up some down payment for our first house. That's what we're going to do. So I've decided to not formally decorate the house. I'm just going to, well, do my usual thing and save up for that. Oh, other things I have decided to change is how I am being aggressive with my Christmas fund. Um, how I save for Christmas is I save all the quarters all year round. And it starts in December because I want to be able to go Christmas shopping with that year's worth of quarters from the end of November up to Christmas. And then starting in December with fresh brand new jar. That's how I want to shop with it. Oh my god, no! No! He's touching my candle. Sorry. Hey! Hey! No, 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 no. Yeah, no. Bad. Leave it alone. Hot. No. Jackson, no. 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 Go watch Wreck-It. Let's see if he goes. Sorry, he picked up my whole candle and was getting ready to dump it forward, and there's like wax in there and everything. I'm sorry if I scared anybody, but I wanted to scare him into putting that down, and it worked. So he's gonna stop and get a drink. There he is in this corner over here. Right here. He's gonna get down. He's gonna go watch Wreck-It. He's gonna go do it. Alright, go watch Wreck-It. Don't stop at the coffee pot. There he is. No. Don't stop at the coffee pot. Go watch Wreck-It Ralph. No, I'm not from the UK. I'm from the States. Yeah, I know. It's I have a lot of a lot of heritage in me that makes me come off that pail. Jackson. All right, he's probably throwing a fit on the floor. Anyways, so those are the changes that I'm wanting to make this year. I can't remember if I was going to talk about more or not. I got so distracted with him and the candle. But yeah, that's what I've got. So I'm going to go ahead and end this here. Thank you so much for joining me. And again, if you haven't had the opportunity to watch any of my videos before, I know I have a guaranteed post every Wednesday because I do grocery hauls every Wednesday. Otherwise, I like to just sit in the morning with some coffee, chat with you, and keep it live, keep it unedited. So yeah, thank you so much, and be sure to like and subscribe. I do a lot of Instagram because it's easier for me just to do like a quick 60-second thing. So that's Raising Taylor's Moments. So yeah, happy Monday.